graphic up. It's an interesting stat. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Templeton Center on the campus of Presbyterian College here in Clinton, South Carolina. It is semifinal Friday in the Big South Championships presented by Musco Lighting. I'm Everett Hutto, along with Dee Nichols. And Dee, we're looking at the battle for Virginia here in this first semifinal. Two teams historically been very solid in the Big South volleyball history. Liberty, of course, has won more championships than anyone else with 7 titles. They've been in the championship game 12 times. Radford has 4 titles and has been in the championship 8 times and probably would have had more titles if it wasn't for Liberty. So, two teams that are very familiar with each other.
Yeah, pretty excited about today. I think this is going to be a really strong matchup. Excited that it's 2 teams from Virginia. Good rivalry there. And hopefully they've got a pretty decent crowd, pretty good following here with them, and just hope we get to see a close match.
Should be a very entertaining match. As we said, these two teams are very familiar with each other. They have met in the Big South Conference the last 5 times they have met in the Big South Tournament. The winner of the match has gone on to become the Big South champion. So there is something to be said for this matchup today. Obviously, the members are our second semifinal. Coastal Carolina High Point will have something to say about that. But as we talk about what happened yesterday, the top 4 seeds all advanced through. So we do expect very competitive games, very competitive matches here in this one. Both sets of matchups have each other. They've played each other twice this year. Radford and Liberty split their 2 meetings. Radford won in Radford in 3 sets, and then Liberty won in Lynchburg in 5 sets. So they split with each other. They know each other. They're familiar. It just is whoever plays the best today.
Yeah, you know, Radford's just had a really kind of a breakout year. I think they're probably one of the strongest Radford teams I've seen in the last few years. Liberty, though, they, like you mentioned, they've just got a lot of staying power. They're back every year. They're always a contender, and certainly sounds like Radford's given them a little trouble this year, but, you know, I don't put anything up against him. Coach Pender definitely knows what he's doing, coming to a conference tournament. And I believe Radford's coach is Coach of the Year again, 2nd year in a row.
Marcy Jenkins,
yeah.
2nd out of 4 years. No, 3 years. 2011, not last year, and now in 2013. And in 2011, Radford and Liberty met in the conference final. And Liberty, of course, won that conference final. But we've got a lot of players on the court who played in that conference final just 2 years ago. And you look at, for Liberty, Jay Craycraft, Lily Haffel, Melissa Race, Kendall Rollins, all played, and Gabrielle Scheib also, all played in that match. For Radford, you have Rachel Wachecki, Emma Deininger, Jessie Medina, and Jenna Braden all played in that match. So you've got a number of players who remember, especially on Radford's side, remember losing to Liberty in the final.
Yeah, well, that taste kind of never leaves your mouth.
We're going to take a short break as they play the national anthem. We will listen to the anthem and then come back with more here on the Big South Network, presented by State Farm.
Volleyball Championship presented by Musco Sports Lighting. The winner of this match will advance to the 2013 championship match to be played Sunday, November 24th on ESPN3. The number 1 seed, Radford University. The number 4 seed, Liberty University. Ohio representatives with a 23-9 overall record, while the Lady Flame Center with an 11-17 overall record. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you now please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America and those who serve our country with the playing of our national anthem.
Everett Hutto and Dee Nichols back with you here at Presbyterian College. We'll talk about the 4th-ranked Liberty Flames first. They are 11-17, which seems like not a great record for the number 4 seed, but remember they started the season 1-14 against very good competition. They've won 4 straight and 10 of their last 13, including a quarterfinal victory over UNC Asheville yesterday, 3-1. Liberty has won more Big South Conference tournament games and more championships than anyone else in the league. They have 36 tournament wins, which is over a 700 winning percentage in tournament play. And, of course, they have won the last 2 Big South Conference championships. Radford, on the other hand, comes in with a very impressive 23-9 record. They have won 5 straight, 8 of 9, and 13 of 16 matches so far this year, and they defeated Gardner-Webb 3-0 yesterday. This match seems to be a match of Liberty's strength against the quickness of Radford.
Yeah, you know, both of them, you know, both of them really bring a big presence to the net. You know, I'm a little, I don't know that Radford got challenged as much as they're going to be challenged today in this match, so I'm interested to see what they do defensively against Liberty's rather fast-paced offense. Don't want to forget about their setter being fairly aggressive offensively. So I don't know if Radford's setter is going to fire right back at the Liberty setter. So excited to see what kind of offense both of these teams bring today.
You see Radford being introduced to the crowd. We'll give you the starting lineups for Liberty. Lily Happel, 6-foot senior from Ellicott City, Maryland, and Carolyn Douglas, 5'10", redshirt sophomore from Greenville, North Carolina, are on the outside. Nazia McQuittery, 6'2", freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, and Kendall Rollins, 6-foot redshirt senior from Lebanon, Ohio, are the middles. Jay Craycraft, 5'11", senior from Worcester, Ohio, is their setter. The opposite right side player is Melissa Race, 6-foot junior from Apple Valley, Minnesota. The libero is Gabrielle Scheip, a 5'5" junior from Orlando, Florida. Liberty coached by Shane Pender in his 10th year. Radford has Rachel Wachecki, the Big South Player of the Year, 5'10" junior from Wilmington, Delaware, and Cheyenne James, a 5'10" sophomore from Virginia Beach, Virginia, on the outsides. Middles are Emma Deininger, 6'1" junior from Wallingford, Pennsylvania, and Savannah Cantrell, a 5'10" junior from Jacksonville Beach, Florida, in the middle, and Jessie Medea, a 5'11" senior from Huron, Ohio, on the right side. Opposite the setter, Jenna Braden, a 5'8" junior from New Knoxville, Ohio. Kelby Jackson, a 5'5" freshman from Winchester, Virginia, is the libero. And as we mentioned, Marcy Jenkins, Big South Coach of the Year, 2 of the last 3 seasons, is the head coach for Radford. Just about ready on semifinal Friday. Radford on the right side of the court in the home whites. Liberty is on the left in the red tops and the blue spandex. 2 teams have very similar color combinations.
Will be asked to leave the facility. The Big South Conference appreciates your assistance and cooperation.
And it looks like Liberty will have the first serve. And Becca Hara will do the honors. A 5'5" senior from Arlington Heights, Illinois, will serve and get us started. And we are underway. Semifinal number 1, 1 seed Radford, 4 seed Liberty. Radford goes in the middle, and a carry called right away on Savannah Cantrell. First attack of the game goes as an attacking error. It's 1-0 Liberty. And Harrop will serve again. Becca Harrop, a member of the all-academic team in the Big South. Tight pass, go back into the middle to Cantrell, dug by Craycraft, quickly over to Happel, tipping down the line and scoring, and it's 2-0 Liberty. Lily Happel got her 1,200th career kill in yesterday's game. She had 9 kills, now has 1,208 on the season, and she is 7 digs away from becoming the 12th member of the 1,000-1,000 club in Liberty history. And that hit is out by Radford, and right now we're seeing the number 1 seed Radford team coming out a little bit nervous, a little bit tentative. An error on 2 of the first 3 plays.
Yeah, they haven't seemed to find their flow yet.
Outside for James. She had a big match last night. Cheyenne James had 14 kills on 28 swings, hit .429, and was our Hardy star of the match. She also added 10 digs for a double-double. She now has 13 double-doubles on the year.
Yeah, she's definitely capable of putting the ball down and just has such a fast arm swing.
Jenna Baden serves. Craycraft tips. Jackson there with the dig. Radford goes right side for Miedema, and no touch. And it's 4-1 Flames. And Lily Happel goes back to serve. Honorable mention, all Big South Conference. 10th in the Big South in kills. As she gets closer to that 1,000 mark, we'll talk about the company she keeps. Nice dig by Gabrielle Scheif. Out of the back row, Wachecki, Big South Player of the Year with the kill.
Radford's doing a good job of really utilizing all their players on the floor, keeping everybody in on the offensive attack. It's really hard to know where the ball is going to come from.
Wachecki, a 5'10 junior from Wilmington, Delaware, with her first kill of the match. There you look at Cheyenne James. This was a good serving rotation for Radford against Gardner-Webb. Here's Wachecki tipping. And blocked at the net. It was going to be a double anyway. And Radford pulls to within one at 4-3 here in the opening set. Glad you could be with us here on the Big South Network, presented by State Farm. Everett Hutto, Dean Nichols with you courtside. First of two today. Craycraft tipping James with the dig, but it's going to sail out, gives Craycraft the kill. And we mention this every time we do a Liberty game. Jade Craycraft is the most aggressive setter in the conference, easily.
Yeah, she really thrives on catching that defense in transition, getting the ball over on that second hit, and really keeps you on your toes.
Big swing by Jessie Miedema, senior from Huron, Ohio. Only had 5 kills in the match yesterday, but you see the block not close, and she found the hole in it.
Yeah, I think Radford's middle did a good job of keeping her there.
Back to serve for the Highlanders is Carson Widener. Redshirt junior did not play in yesterday's game. This is Carolyn Douglas. She played in yesterday's game. Big swing, nice dig. Apple picks up a dig.
Great hustle there by Liberty's defense.
Nice pass, good setup. Here's Wachecki, another good dig. That's Harrop that time for Liberty. Liberty just taking the punches right now. On the slide. That one's down for a kill by Deininger. Great offense by Radford. Tremendous defense by Liberty, but the offense won out in the end.
I tell you again, Radford got that middle to stay and gave that right side a chance to get up against just one blocker. Really gives you more court to use.
Tied at 5. Back row swing for Happel, and it's in. Second kill for Lily Happel. Came into the tournament with averaging 2.84 kills per set. Had 9 kills in yesterday's game to go along with 15 digs. And Jay Craycraft back to serve. Outside Wachecki, dug by Happel. It comes over. Wachecki wants another swing. One thing that Rachel Wachecki does very well is reset her feet on her attack.
She really does a great job of either getting back off the net or just getting turned around and getting a good angle on the ball.
We've seen her swing at a couple of overpasses, and not true overpasses where she's right on the net, 10 feet off where she's actually had to reset herself. Savannah Burton in to serve for Radford. Radford's going to play a few more players than they did yesterday. They need to match up differently against Liberty than they did Gardner-Webb. Melissa Race got her first swing. This is Wachecki again. Scheifa dig. Free ball to cross. 2 hitters for Radford. They go on the slide to Deininger. She's blocked by Douglas and Kendall Rollins. Kendall Rollins now needs just 2 blocks to become number 4 on Liberty's all-time list. Although it looks like they've given that point over to Radford. Didn't see the call, didn't know if there was a net violation or if they called it out, but there must have been a net violation.
It looked like it was close to that line over there, but I didn't see them call net.
Whatever it is, Radford has the serve, and they give it right back. So everything evens out, and Carolyn Douglas will rotate back to serve. Douglas was our star of the match. in the Liberty-UNC Asheville match. 17 kills, 7 digs, 3 blocks, hit .279 against the Bulldogs. Tipped over by Baden. On the slide is Rafe. Dug that time by Savannah Burton. Radford covers. Back row swing for James. Picked up by Craycraft. Flames will go out to Happel. Dug by Jackson. Wachecki gets the kill on the back line.
Nice job by High Points Libero keeping that ball in play.
8-7, Radford with the lead. Wachecki rotates back to serve. Having a good start to the match, already has 3 kills. Happel roll shot. Nice dig by Wachecki. She'll get it back from the 3-meter line. It's blocked, but covered there by Deininger. James gets a swing and a kill. And Radford, after giving up the first 3 points, has stormed back with a 6-4 run. Or rather, a 9-4 run.
Yeah, I would imagine Radford's going to try to get the ball to James as much as they can in this rotation.
Liberty goes outside to Happel off the block for the kill. 3 kills already for Lily Happel. And Kendall Rollins will go back to serve.
Looks like that right side just wasn't able to hold those hands in long enough to get that ball back in bounds.
Rollins, an honorable mention, all Big South performer this year. On the slide, Deininger missed it wide. Hitting errors that aren't blocks are going to be big in this match. Any unforced errors can really cost you because you expect these sets to be very close. Rollins back to serve again. Serves in for the net. 1 service error for each side. And the libero, Kelby Jackson, back to serve. Jackson with a couple of digs already in this first set. Pushed over by Craycraft. James is going to get the swing. She's blocked but covered by Jackson. She'll get it back. Deep roll shot is picked up by Douglas. On the slide, race. Dug by Wachecki. James again. Shipe with a dig. This is Happel tipping. James there to pick it up. Braden's blocked but covered well by James. She'll get it back. Another good long rally. Happel off the block for the kill. Great rally by both sides.
It was a great rally. That was about a 2-person rally on Radford's side. I think James touched the ball every time it came over the net.
Becca Harrop back to serve for the Liberty Flames. Liberty is 3-7 all time against the number 1 seeds. 2 of those 3 wins have been when Radford was the number 1 seed, as is the case right now. Happel tipping. Outside, James again. Blocked. Craycraft and McQuittery combined on the block.
That's a big block to hit around.
We weren't really kidding when we said Radford could have more championships when they played Liberty. Radford has lost 3 championship finals to Liberty. Wachecki the swing, dug by Shipe. Happel down ball at Wachecki. This is James again. Another dig for Harrop, tipped by Craycraft, but Wachecki's there. Out of the back row. That was Burton with the swing. This is Douglas, and she hits it wide.
I'll tell you, both teams really moving in and out of transition well, on and off the net. Everybody's involved. Just really watching some great volleyball.
Radford is mixing in its setters. Rachel Flores was in to set for a moment. She's gone out. Jenna Braden has returned, as you see her in your screen. So Radford using 2 setters. We'll keep an eye on that. Maybe trying to get a little more height in the front row. This is Happel getting the kill off the tape. Lily Happel having a strong opening set.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard her name a lot today.
But because she has 5 kills and she's hitting .444. Now she's back to serve. She also has 2 digs in the match. She's got that big jump serve. Tight set. Should be in back row attack on Radford, or back row blocker on Radford. Of course, the back row blocker cannot be a part of any block or attack in the front row.
Tight passes. It's just tough to bring them back.
Happel to serve again. This is James on the outside, getting the kill cross court. Cheyenne James, we mentioned 14 kills in yesterday's match against Gardner-Webb. She is a second-team All-Big South player. She has 3 kills already this afternoon. She rotates back to serve. Sophomore from Virginia Beach. On the slide is McQuittery. She'll get the kill off the touch. Nazia McQuittery, a 6'2" freshman from Raleigh, member of the all-freshman team.
Really a big presence there on Liberty's front line. She's a great blocker, great hitter.
McQuittery had 7 blocks in yesterday's game, and that tied a tournament record for Liberty, as the Flames are building a 4-point lead now. And Scheidt back to serve. It'll be James out of the back row. One of Radford's problems is getting too many back row swings. Rollins a swing, covered. On the right side, Niedema. And I think that's what Radford needs to do. They can't be so dependent on the outside. They need to find more from the right sides and the middles.
Yeah, I really think they're going to need to mix it up as much as they can today. I'm not sure if they've had the passes to be able to do that thus far, but that can definitely make a big difference.
Megan McKenzie comes in to serve. Big swing by Douglas. That hit the floor. It's a huge swing by Carolyn Douglas. Take another look at that one and enjoy it.
Yeah, just a sophomore.
The redshirt sophomore was the freshman of the year last year as a redshirt freshman. Missed the first 15 matches of the season for Liberty this year, and that's one of the reasons they went 1-14. Another reason was the quality of competition if you look down their schedule. When you start with Ohio State in your first game, it's hard to really build from that.
Yeah, a lot of teams have that philosophy, though. They like to go out and really play in some big tournaments and play, you know, in big teams in all those tournaments. So I guess it depends on what kind of personnel you have and what your philosophy is.
Well, and I'm sure Shane Pender realized he had a junior-senior laden team. He, two-time Big South champion, figured he'd test the waters, but he wanted to have his full team out there when he did it. 17-14, Liberty by 3. Douglas back to serve again. The win yesterday was Liberty's first neutral court win of the season. This is Wachecki, and she tipped it down the line for her 5th kill. Take another look.
She's really got just an amazing swing, a good reach. Looks like she even had to pull that one back in just a bit.
She's just a junior. She'll be back next year, much to the delight of Marcy Jenkins, I'm sure. Happel gets another kill. That's 6 kills for Lily Happel.
Yeah, it looks like that middle blocker might have just been a little late. Might have gotten up under that ball and made it go out.
Kendall Rollins back to serve for the Flames. On the slide, this is Deininger with the kill. Emma Deininger, 6'1" junior from Wallingford, Pennsylvania. First team All-Big South. She's also the Scholar Athlete of the Year and a pretty good middle blocker.
Yeah, did a nice job hitting between that opening there in the block.
Had 9 kills in yesterday's match against Gardner-Webb. She has 3 so far this afternoon. Back row swing for Douglas. Got a touch.
She can hit it hard from anywhere.
She has no problem taking a swing from anywhere on the court, as you said. Becca Haroff back to serve, her team leading 19-16 here in the opening set. Mention these two teams split during the regular season. Wachecki, a big swing from the back row. Wachecki and Douglas, very similar players. Both of them are a threat in all 6 rotations.
Well, and again, Radford just did a really good job of sending all their attackers to the net. Really helps that back row attack be more effective.
Braden comes back in to serve. Radford has Savannah Burton playing all the way around, adding some height in their front row. Back row swing for Douglas. I think that one was into the tape.
Looks like Radford was there and ready for it that time, though.
The third hitting error for the Flames. Radford has 6 already in this first set. Tight pass, joust at the net, won by Savannah Cantrell. And a timeout called by Shane Pender and the Liberty Flames. We are tied 19 apiece. This is pretty much exactly what we thought we were going to get out of Radford and Liberty. Tight sets. Each team has had little runs, built about a 3 to 4 point advantage, but the other team has been able to come back each time.
Yeah, I hope the serving will continue, and maybe they'll, both teams will be pretty aggressive on their serves, and again, just want to see some really good net play, and I want to see Radford really, get some diversity up there on their offense like they had yesterday. Liberty so far has been able to spread it out fairly well. They've been going to their outsides, I guess, though, a good bit, right? Yeah.
Fans, remember BigSouthSports.com is the source for all your conference information, news, results, and so much more. Plus video on the Big South Network presented by State Farm, now with all streamed events free and available on your mobile devices. While you visit the site, register for Big South sweepstakes and other great prizes. All this and more at BigSouthSports.com. This is the semifinal number 1 between the number 1 seed Radford Highlanders and the number 4 seed Liberty Flames. This is the first time that Liberty has been the lower seed in a tournament match since 2005 when they lost to UNC Asheville as a 6 seed. Asheville was the 3 seed in that game. But that just shows you, in 7 years, this is the first time they've been the lower seed in a match.
That's pretty impressive.
Back to serve is Jenna Braden. Radford is 24-23. They moved above 500 all-time in tournament play. Quittery missed it long. There are only 4 teams in the Big South who have winning records in Big South tournament play. That could be our Aflac trivia question, I suppose. Hashtag Big South Champs if you know the 4 schools that have winning records all time in tournament play. We'll see if we get a winner. McQuittery puts it down. Here's a hint. These are 2 of them. Lily Happel goes back to serve. James tipping. And Liberty gets the point, and that gives them a 21-20 lead.
Liberty will probably continue to focus on serving at James since she's in the front row, try to make her pass and see if they can wear her out a little bit.
Into the middle with Checky, roll shot into the net. Continue on, Craycraft is blocked. And Radford ties it at 21.
Radford did a nice job being right up there on that front row attack from the setter.
James, go ahead.
Really keeps you on your toes.
James goes back to serve. We mentioned this has been a good scoring rotation. Radford a lot of height at the net in this rotation. On the slide, McQuittery hit it out. And Radford takes the 22-21 lead. The Radford fans approving. Both teams have traveled well. A lot of support. Of course, you expect that from 2 of the top seeds. Outside for Douglas. She's blocked. It's Miedema and Cantrell combining, and now it's a 2-point Radford lead.
Really looks like that middle blocker did a great job of getting over there and even got her inside hand on that ball. Nicely done.
23-21. And a service ace. It's now set point for the Radford Highlanders. And Shane Pender wants to call his second timeout. And like we said, good rotation here for Radford with James serving, and they've gotten 3 straight points out of this rotation. Did you see the sign on your screen? That's for Jenna Braden, a 5'8" junior from New Knoxville, Ohio. He's wearing a Falcons shirt. He's a little upset about the game last night in Atlanta, but he's happy that the Radford Highlanders are playing well today. They have set point here in the first set, 24-21. Highlanders out hitting the Flames 214 to 167.
I think we need to mention the assistant coach's pants from Radford. It's just hard to let that go.
We will get to that between sets, but first we need to ask fans, what's better than cheering on your favorite team to victory? Perhaps a trip to the beach. Well, now you can have both. 2014, visit MyrtleBeach.com. Big South Basketball Championships will be played in beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina from March 4th to the 9th. Contact your school's ticket office for more information, and we will see you at the beach. Yeah, we talked about him yesterday. If we get a shot, there he is. He's on the left side of your screen in the red and black, I'm going to call those thrift store pants. Sort of the Tartan logo that Radford, and you know, if PC had advanced, we could have had the 2 Tartan schools going against each other, but there you get a look.
That might have been a little too much.
There's a lot of people that wouldn't wear that in public, but fortunately he feels comfortable about himself, and he's worn them 2 days in a row now. I hope he washed them last night. Douglas with the swing. Tipped back over by Craycraft. Back to action. This is set point for Wachecki, and the Radford Highlanders take the opening set 25-21. And after battling back from an early deficit where they looked a little bit nervous, they really settled into that set.
They did. They looked a little tentative, a little shaky there in those first few points, but they really turned it around there. Nice effort by both teams.
We're going to take a break as Radford finishes on a 5-0 run to take the first set, 25-21. You're watching the Big South Network, presented by State Farm.
The simple joy of pursuing happiness.
Did you know that after an aluminum can lands in the recycling container, it can be recycled and returned to the shelf as a new can in as little as 60 days? And when you recycle a single aluminum can, it can save the same amount of energy needed to power a TV for 3 hours. So put those cans where they belong, in the recycling bin.
Brought to you by Waste Management.
There's a place where past vacation memories are talked about and shared for a lifetime, where new experiences never disappoint, and where the only thing better than visiting is coming back again. Visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 60 miles of picture-perfect beach line will take your breath away, but leave your wallet happy, because you shouldn't have to sacrifice on your family vacation. Visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Experience so much more for so much less, and leave with memories to last a lifetime.
Welcome to the Wow Zone at Triangle Rent-A-Car. We have it, and you know you want it. Big, stylish, roomy, and all decked out. Our selection of sport utility vehicles at Triangle Rent-A-Car is second to none. Navigational systems, roll stability, satellite radios, leather seats, DVD players. So lean back, close your eyes, and imagine yourself in a Triangle Rent-A-Car SUV.
Everett Hutto and Dee Nichols back with you here at Templeton Center, where Radford is leading Liberty 1-0. As you look at the tournament bracket, here in our first semifinal, it's 1 versus 4. The next semifinal will be 2 versus 3. The winners will take tomorrow off, and they will meet on Sunday at 2 o'clock, that match on ESPN3. And, of course, the winner will advance on to the NCAA tournament. Take a quick look at some of the Big South individual honors. These are the major honors. And Radford well represented is Rachel Wachecki, the Player of the Year, Marcy Jenkins, the Coach of the Year, and Emma Deininger, the Scholar Athlete of the Year. And then Savannah Angel of High Point, the Freshman of the Year. We will see her in our second semifinal. So Radford, after starting a little bit slowly, came out, hit 233 in the first set, while Liberty hit 158. Leading the way for the Highlanders was Rachel Wachecki with 7 kills. Deininger and James 3 each, Miedema 2, Cantrell 1. For Liberty, Lily Happel had 6, McQuittery 3, Douglas 2, Rollins and Craycraft 1 each. Radford will serve to start set number 2. The teams have switched sides. Radford now on the left, Liberty on the right. And the first swing by Happel goes long. And Radford picking up. If we go back, this is now a 6-0 run for the Highlanders. Score is on the wrong side. It's 1-0 Radford. And on the slide is McQuittery. Nice dig that time by Braden. Back row, Wachecki makes it 2-0 Radford.
They have 3 people up on that block there.
Yeah, and she hit it through them anyway.
Yeah.
Kelby Jackson back to serve, freshman from Winchester, Virginia, a member of the all-freshman team. Out of the back row, Douglas, dug by Jackson. Into the middle, Cantrell dug, overpass, tipped it, not an overpass because Jay Craycraft saved it from being an overpass and got the kill. There's your advantage of a 5'11" setter.
Really a great job using her left hand, which is her dominant hand, so that's lucky for her. But the ball just looked like it dropped right in front of that player. A heartbreaker.
This is what Wachecki's going to have to be a roll shot, and it's into the net. And it's 2-2 now. One thing about this match, these two teams very evenly matched, very strong teams that you just don't expect huge runs out of. Serve into the net by Happel. That gives Radford the lead back, and Miedema will come in and replace Savannah Burton. Jenna Braden back to serve. 13 double-doubles this year, 5th in the Big South. Craycraft with the point.
Yeah, she loves to hit those corners.
She does. She loves to tip deep, and the Radford coaching staff thinks that that's a carry, but that actually looked like it was pretty much right above her head, which is legal. But we were talking to Coach Jenkins and some of the Radford people, and they thought that sometimes she gets away with a lot. We'll just put it that way. Big swing by Happel. James off the block for the kill. And it was actually funny. Before the match, Coach Pender for Liberty's daughter was running around the court. And Marcy Jenkins was trying to recruit her. She said, you know, you might not want to play for your dad all your life. You know, remember where Radford is. So, some friendly banter before the match.
Right. Well, she's awfully cute, and she's getting a great start with a great coach.
And she was definitely working on her setting. So she's going to be a setter when she grows up, I have a feeling. Which makes sense. Coach's daughter would be a setter. Nice dig by Shipe. This is going to go outside for Douglas. Dug by Jackson off the rafters. Played well by Braden. James from the back row. Hit it out.
Server seed is going to be big here for both teams today, so if there are any runs in score, I think it'll be because they're serving more aggressively.
That's Savannah Cantrell out of the middle with the kill. And checking in for Radford now is Carson Widener. So Widener comes back in to serve. Radford using a much longer bench than they did against Gardner-Webb yesterday, and a lot of that is to combat Liberty's height. Douglas, the big swing and the kill.
Really nice when you've got that kind of depth to play, especially at this point in the season.
Yeah, they have played 12 players already in this match. Liberty, meanwhile, is only playing 8. On the backside, Miedema with the kill. And that's got to be a luxury for Coach Jenkins to pull players through the bench. She's going to run out of subs eventually, but then she knows she has her main 6 that she's been with all year. She is bringing Rachel Flores on to set 3 rotations. The freshman from Denver, Colorado, the heir apparent to Jenna Braden, although Braden has 1 more year left. From the back row, Douglas missed it wide. You know, back and forth we go. Neither team can get much of an advantage.
Yeah, I hope we'll get to see some more long rallies that we were able to see during that first set.
Burton back to serve for the Highlanders. Into the middle. Big swing by Rollins. She got the touch. One official called it out, but our head official says there was a touch. And he gives the point. Called it immediately.
Hard to tell from here. But off a good hit, though.
On the slide, Deininger gets another kill. 4 kills for Emma Deininger. She had 9 in yesterday's match.
Love to see her hit that slide. She's fun to watch.
And Rachel Wachecki, junior from Wilmington, Delaware, Big South Player of the Year, led the Big South with 19 double-doubles this year. There's the slide and blocked. James and Deininger combine on the block.
Really did a nice job setting up that block out there. Held it tight, able to keep it in bounds. This is a good rotation for Radford.
Forced into a bad pass. Radford's going to get a free ball out of this. They have 2 hitters. Tight pass, though. Short set for James. They didn't run that as well as they would have liked. This is Race. Dug by Burton. Now they go back row for Wachecki. Nice dig by Shipe. Happel tips and scores. Lily Happel now has 7 kills for Liberty.
Great.
She had 9 in the match yesterday.
Good hitter's choice there.
Always say, best tips are on a perfect set. Those are not the ones you want to tip necessarily, but that's the best time to do it because the defense is dug in expecting the express. Craycraft, great dig by Burton there. James gets it over. James gets a better swing on the second one.
I don't think I'd want to lay a ball up there for James to just get a free swing.
I don't know that I want to lay a ball up for any of these players. I don't care if it's Happel, Douglas, James, Wachecki, Dinan, any of them. Not even counting Rollins and McQuittery. Holy cow, there's big hitters on both sides. Here's McQuittery. She hit it out. McQuittery has made a couple of hitting errors. She's hitting...
Yeah, she's had some good sets back there, but she's hasn't really found her groove today.
And she's being subbed out as Susan Babcock, a freshman from Fifetown, North Carolina, comes in. It's the first time we've seen Babcock in the tournament. And McQuittery gets the seat right next to Coach Pender. Outside, James down the line for another kill.
Wow.
Cheyenne James starting to pick it up.
Completely untouched.
James has 5 kills now. And Jackson back to serve again. Outside for Happel, dug by James. Back row for Wachecki. Harris the dig. Happel again, tipping, smart tip. Burton made a nice dig, but it got Radford out of rotation, or out of system. Now back in the Millers. Babcock's first swing, and she hit it out.
I'll tell you, they've really forced James to play a little more defense today than I noticed yesterday. I think they're throwing some tips in there to kind of keep her on her toes. Makes it a little harder for her to get back out there to hit.
Radford on a 4-0 run right now. Tight pass. Craycraft. It was Radford in the net. Cantrell. So the Flames get a much-needed side out. Ends a 4-0 run. And Liberty had 3 errors over those last 4 points. In the back, there's Cantrell. Savannah Cantrell having a nice match as well. She's not racking up the kills. That's only her 3rd kill, but the ones she's had are making that Liberty block have to respect her.
Yeah, and you know, for all those times that she doesn't get the ball, she's usually trying to keep a blocker there with her, so her still has an important job even if the ball isn't in her hands.
Hayden back to serve. Tipping, but right at Wachecki. Right side for Miedema. And Radford kind of feeling it right now. And Coach Pinder's also sensing that. Radford gaining a lot of momentum right now.
Miedema did a nice job that time reading the block.
Fans know you can get social with the Big South. Join our always growing network of fans on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Connect with us through BigSouthSports.com and be a part of the discussion now. Follow, watch, like, and share with the Big South Conference. And, of course, if you hashtag Big South Champs with the answer to our trivia question, we'll give it to you during the intermission. And, of course, the question is, which 4 conference schools have a winning record all time in the Big South tournament? You know 2 of them are playing right now, so I want to know the other 2. Right now, Radford hitting 250 in the match. They're hitting 286 in this set. Liberty's hitting 140 in the match, but only 105 in this set. Lily Happel's having a great match. She has 7 kills, hitting 467, but everybody else for Liberty is dangerously close to that minus number, so Liberty's got to get more consistency on their attacks.
Yeah, I haven't. I think Radford's been able to spread it out a little more. I don't know exactly what's causing that. I don't know if they're a little off on their serve receive, but again, I feel like we're not finished yet.
Happel leading the way with 15 attacks, 7 kills, 15 attacks, hitting 467. Douglas has 14 attacks, but 3 kills and 5 errors. As Radford puts the ball back in play, Liberty gets the swing from the back row. That's Happel. There's Wachecki with a dig. This is James. She's blocked but covered nicely by Jackson. James gets another swing and catches the back corner. That's really hard to do, to get blocked on your first swing and then have the presence hit that deep roll shot in the corner. See some of the Radford faithful that have made the trip. Highlanders by 6 here in the second set. Craycraft tips Badenale with a good dig. This is Douglas, and she gets the big swing. And Liberty really needs to get Carolyn Douglas going. I mentioned she is in the minus hitting right now, more errors than kills. But if they can get her rolling, they can get right back in this.
Yeah, she's definitely a go-to.
Scheidt back to serve, overpass. That'll help. There's no defense against an overpass. And Kendall Rollins, the recipient of that one. You see, no block, because the setter can't block or it's illegal when she's in the back row. Here's Miedema on the tandem. James tipping. Back to Rollins, and Rollins has back-to-back kills for the Flames. It's a very quick 3-0 run to get get Liberty right back into this thing.
So Liberty's timeout did them some good.
I'm sure Shane Pender preached to him a little bit. We'll go with that since Liberty. And the service ace gets him even closer. It's now a 4-0 run. See Gabrielle Scheidt, Jr. from Orlando. And now it's Coach Jenkins' turn for a timeout. So after the Liberty timeout, the Flames have rolled off 4 in a row, and Coach Jackson wants to call a timeout. We'll take a look at our first team Big South, all Big South first team selections. Rachel Wachecki, of course, Player of the Year from Radford. Chelsea Davis, she really looked impressive last night for a High Point. Irene Juku for Winthrop. Gabriella Horvath for Coastal Carolina, along with Kendra Bailey, also from Coastal. Jade Craycraft, we're watching in this one, along with Emma Deininger, and then Anna Moore and Rachel Wells from UNC Asheville. The second team has Cheyenne James from Radford, Andrea Barman from Presbyterian, Kristen Helt from High Point, and Maddie Simpson from High Point, Leanne Burnett and Lauren Alejo from Coastal Carolina, and Mary Trimpe from Presbyterian. Those are your first and second team all-conference selections. Liberty on a 4-0 run after trailing 16-10. They are now right back in it.
We'll see if Radford gives them a different look on serve receive, what they're going to do to turn this around.
Radford comes out with James, Cantrell, and Medema in the front row. Liberty has Craycraft, Rollins, and Happel in the front row. And, of course, Gabrielle Scheidt to serve. Back row for Wachecki. Dug that time by Happel. This is Douglas fighting it through. And Douglas has kills on her last 2 swings. Now a 5-0 run for the Flames.
That was even a rush. Didn't even really get an approach on that, and Douglas was still able to power through that block. So
Douglas now has her attack percentage at 0. There's a back row block. And check Jenna Braden. That's very dangerous for the setter. I know, but anytime you jump, she's trying to set that ball. The hitter hits at her, and she can hurt her fingers very easily doing that. But right now, it's a 7-0 run for Liberty. Actually, it's a 6-0 run. We're tied at 16. Into the middle, Rollins. Now it's a 7-0 run.
Liberty's really picked up the momentum.
They've picked up the momentum with good serve receive. Wachecki is in the back row for Radford, and Radford has got to get out of this rotation. And that's not going to help. It's an 8-0 run. Coach Jenkins wondering what more she can do. She's already called a timeout. She's already mixed up the serve receive. Wachecki and Jackson got to get a pass. Better pass this time, but can't get out of it. Apple with the dig. Roll shot by Douglas. Right side for Medema. Dug by Scheidt. This is Douglas again into the block, covered by Harrop. Craycraft. Radford's in the net. And the run continues, 9-0.
Fun to watch that setter be so aggressive there in the midst of a rally.
Tipped over by Braden, but Harrop right there. Liberty runs the middle. It's a 10-0 run.
Wow, what an impressive comeback there by Liberty.
You just don't see 10-0 runs in rally scoring very often. It was 16-10. It's now 20-16. James still can't get out of the rotation. And Marcy Jenkins has got to be beside herself. An 11-0 run here in the second set. And 2 timeouts called in the same rotation. It's now 21-16. All of a sudden, Liberty, who was in trouble at 16-10, is now 4 points away from evening the match.
I tell you, this might be one of those times where just having all that tournament experience and that confidence behind you has really helped Liberty.
And we'll talk, we gave you the first and second team all-conference selections a moment ago. We'll finish out the all-conference with the all-freshman team. Savannah Angel, freshman of the year. Brianna Starr from Gardner-Webb. Nazia McQuittery from Liberty, Shelby Erickson of UNC Asheville, Brianna Gray of Winthrop, Kelby Jackson and Jordan Watson of Radford. And the all-academic team had Heather Wilson of Campbell, Meredith Parrott of Charleston Southern, Lauren Alejo of Coastal Carolina, Heather Feldman of Gardner-Webb, Wavy Chin from High Point, Becca Haroff of Liberty, Andrea Barman of Presbyterian. Emma Deininger is actually the Scholar Athlete of the Year from Radford. Christine Lakatos from UNC Asheville, and Rachel Lenz of Winthrop. Teams are back on the floor. It is an 11-0 run right now for Liberty. They lead 21-16. James gets the kill. Finally, Radford ends the run. And now she'll go back to serve. And now Radford is in a favorable, or at least a more favorable rotation now. But that 11-0 run for Liberty has put them just 4 points away and definitely in a good side-out position. Service error gives it right back to the Flames. Race will check in for Harriff in the front row. She'll join Douglas and Rollins.
Race has been fairly quiet today, but I don't expect that to last.
Does not have a kill yet. This is Wachecki. Dug by Happel. Overpass, though. Happel gets another dig. This is Miedema. And she'll get the kill. So Jessie Miedema gets her 5th kill.
Again, Radford really doing a good job of using all 3 hitters up at the net, keeping Liberty on their toes, making them separate that block.
Happel now needs just 3 more digs for 1,000. As Radford will bring Carson Widener back into the match to serve. 22-18 Flames trying to even the match. Out of the back row, Happel, dug by James, comes all the way back over. Rollins tips. James gets another dig. Right side for Miedema. Dug that time by Douglas. Douglas will get it back. Cross court. And that hit the thing that should be a violation, but we play on. I guess not. That wasn't the 3rd contact. So less than 3 contact, it comes back over. It's okay as long as it stays on your side. If it had gone over to Liberty's side, it would have been a violation.
Right.
So Radford pulls to within 3 at 22-19 and serves into the net. 2 costly service errors.
I tell you, it's just a tough break for Radford.
And now the Flames are 2 points away. Carolyn Douglas, 5 kills, also 5 errors, has a 0 attack percentage. On the outside, Wachecki gets the kill. That's 10 kills for Rachel Wachecki. She has 8 digs. I mentioned 19 double-doubles, led the Big South. I have a pretty good feeling she's going to get 20. Only needing 2 more digs, and we're only in the 2nd set.
Yeah, she's been really only their consistent hitter today.
Outside Happel, dug by James. Another chance for Wachecki. Sharp cut, but Happel there with another dig. She'll get it back, and she'll score. It is set point now for Liberty to try and tie the match.
Happel's really showing her senior prowess today. I tell you, she's had some great defensive plays, and obviously, great net play.
Happel has been to the NCAA tournament the last 2 seasons. She would really like to make it 3. Rollins back to serve again. This is Wachecki, a roll shot into the block, and Liberty has evened the match. 25-21 Radford, 25-20 Liberty. We're tied at a set apiece. As we go to the intermission, you're watching Big South Volleyball Championships on the Big South Network, presented by State Farm.
Hello, beautiful. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hi, Anthony. How much does my discount double check save me?
About $150.
Done.
I don't have State Farm, but insurance, find me money.
I got you $1. Oh, you almost had it. You're going to be quicker than that.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you with unexpected savings. That's getting to a better state.
See your local State Farm agent to help you with unexpected savings.
Now you can get the taste of buffalo wings without going to a buffalo wing place.
What?
Hand-breaded buffalo chicken tenders, new at Hardee's.
You'll find them inside each huddle, on every sideline, in every classroom, on each campus, from our neighborhoods to the corner office. Student athletes from the Big South Conference, serving in roles they've trained for all their lives. Leaders. The Big South Conference, developing leaders through athletics. Learn more at BigSouthSports.com.
You've built wealth by traveling your own path, investing in the strength of your ideas, capitalizing on the best in you. At BB&T Wealth, we understand your passion for what you do and your vision for what you'll do next. That's why our experienced advisors create the financial plan that works at every step of your journey, sharing more than 140 years of knowledge to give you the power to make the best decisions and to continue sharing knowledge of your own. BB&T Wealth, sharing knowledge for a brighter direction.
Everett Hutto and Dean Nichols back with you here at Templeton Center on the campus of Presbyterian College. The number 1 seed Radford Highlanders and the number 4 seed Liberty Flames are tied at a set apiece, and gives us a chance to talk about our waste management. Think green tip. You know, your food travels an average of 1,500 miles from farm to refrigerator. Imagine the energy consumption, pollution, and resources used in simple transportation of our food. The solution is obvious. Buy local. Many foods sold in large chain grocery stores, including produce and meat, can also be found at your local farmer's market for the same or even lower cost. Buying local has many advantages beyond reducing your carbon footprint. The food you feed your family is going to be fresher, and you know where it comes from. And buying local directly supports your community, and that is your waste management. Think green tip. And as we now look at the intermission stats, there's not a whole lot that separates these teams. The hitting percentage in favor of Radford, 241 to 211, but everything else is pretty much even. And the difference in that second set was that huge 11-0 run by Radford. They were down 16-10, ended up going up 21-16, and that's why we're tied.
I tell you, Liberty really woke up there about midway through that set, and looked more like the Liberty team I think we're used to watching. So I don't put anything past Radford, though. They're going to probably come back out with guns blazing, and hopefully going to play a little less tentative maybe than they've been playing the first 2 sets.
And I think that Marcy Jenkins is going to talk to her team in the locker room and say, look, that was as bad as you can play in that 11-point spurt. You limit that, you're probably ahead right now. Anyway, we're going to take a break here on the Big South Network. We'll come back with highlights from the first 2 sets. You're watching the Big South Network, presented by State Farm.
I'm Chip Cooper, and this is Burt Fields. The savings are just a short drive away at Cooper Motor Company in Clinton.
Chrysler and Dodge make the #1 minivan in the country. You can save up to $7,500 on a new one at Cooper Motor Company.
Have you seen the all-new 2013 Dodge Dart? With an impressive 40 miles per gallon and more features than we can cover.
That's why. Come take a test drive and get a chance to win $5,000 cash.
That's $5,000. Click, call, or step inside. If you can't trade with Cooper, you just can't trade.
We're fighting cancer with caring, with technology, with knowledge. And now, with the Hollings Clinical Trial Network at the Medical University of South Carolina. Together, we're bringing more advanced cancer care close to home. South Regional Healthcare Cancer Center. We bring adventure.
Everett Hutto and Dean Nichols back with you here at the Templeton Center on the campus of Presbyterian College. Semifinal number 1 is tied between Liberty and Radford, and as you look at some of the highlights from the first 2 matches, Dee, you look at 2 teams very evenly balanced. It's the runs that are making the difference right now.
Yeah, I really feel like Radford's had a few kind of individual good plays, but they just haven't been able to string anything together. A little bit of service errors, I think, played them there at points where they needed to really convert and, keep the ball on their side of the floor. But taking nothing away, Happel showed up to play for Liberty today. She's just really, really been tough to stop. And, the setter, of course, in the front row, still able to attack, being a presence there, kind of keeping Radford honest on that. And I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to see Radford really mix it up like they did yesterday on offense.
Individually, Lily Happel leading Liberty with 8 kills, 7 digs. Kendall Rollins, 7 kills. Carolyn Douglas has 5 kills. Jay Craycraft also 5 kills. And Zia McQuittery has 3 kills. That's 28 kills, 12 errors, 211. The attack percentage for Radford. Rachel Wachecki leading the way with 10 kills, 8 digs. Cheyenne James has 8 kills and 8 digs. Jessie Miedema has 5 kills. Emma Deininger 4 kills, and Savannah Cantrell has 3 kills. That's 30 kills, 10 errors, a 241 attack percentage. We will take our final break, come back with third set action. Liberty and Radford tied at a set apiece here on the Big South Network, presented by State Farm.
This is Bill Nichols, head coach of your Presbyterian College Blue Hose. Are you looking for extra money this season? Why don't you do what I did and call Matt Davis State Farm Insurance for a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on your car insurance. Matt Davis State Farm Insurance knows that being there means helping you fans keep more of your money in your pocket. Why not call Matt Davis at State Farm Insurance on South Broad Street in Clinton at 833-5036. That's 833-5036. Like a good neighbor, Matt Davis and State Farm Insurance is there.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved $480. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save $480 with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if your local State Farm agent can save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
You didn't build wealth by doing it like everyone else. You've seen opportunities where others haven't. Put in the hours that others wouldn't, arriving at the next level sooner than you ever imagined. This is where the right relationship makes all the difference. At BB&T Wealth, we share financial knowledge to help you make the best decisions, offering financial planning, investment management, and objective advice, all tailored to your goals, your life, your journey.
Are almost ready for set number 3 between Radford and Liberty, the number 1 versus the number 4 seed. Radford was picked 6th this year in the Big South preseason polls, but they went on to win their first regular season title since 2001. In a 3-year stretch from 1999, 2000, and 2001, Radford won all 3 regular season championships, but they lost twice in the conference tournament to Liberty in the final. So Liberty has been their bugaboo for a number of years in Big South play, and Radford would love nothing more than to eliminate their cross-state rival.
Yeah, I would imagine Liberty's been the nemesis for several teams, but certainly Radford.
We talked about 8 finals appearances for Radford. Radford's 4-4 in those 8. 3 of those 4 losses are to Liberty. Becca Haroff back to serve. Liberty has been in more conference finals than anyone, 12. Cheyenne James, the first swing for the Highlanders. And the first dig of this third set. Wachecki blocked by Craycraft and Babcock. Babcock has been in. Nazia McQuittery, an all-freshman team member, was taken out midway through that second set. Outside Wachecki, down the line and out.
Really nice to have that kind of height coming off the bench and having her to put up such a big block there in the middle.
Babcock is 6'3", just a freshman. Into the middle, Cantrell is going to get the first kill for Radford. It's her fourth of the match. And that'll bring Jessie Miedema back in. Jenna Braden goes back to serve. You look at Cantrell, junior from Jacksonville Beach. And free ball coming for the Highlanders. 3 hitters in the front row go right side, and it's a bad set. Certainly don't want to make a bad set off a free ball.
It's a tough break.
Lily Happel goes back to serve, and as she does, we'll give her congratulations. She is now the 12th member of Liberty's 1,000 Club, 1,000 career kills, 1,000 career digs. As the tip by Miedema is covered. This is Douglas with the roll shot. James is there. And Wachecki, dug by Shipe. Douglas again, dug by James. Cantrell, I don't think that went over. It didn't. And Happel will go back to serve again.
I tell you, Shipe's picked up some really tough balls back there. I probably haven't mentioned her enough this tournament, but she really keeps the ball in play very well.
Shipe has 14 digs to lead all players. That serve goes long by Happel. Just to finish the thought on Lily Happel, 1,000 kills, 1,000 digs, 12th Liberty player, but the first since Carol Bacon to reach that milestone. So congratulations to her. As you know, it's nice to have all-around players. To get 1,000 in one of them is good, but to get 1,000 in both shows that you've played all the way around very well. This is Babcock and a net violation on Radford.
Yeah, Happel's really had a great career, a lot to be proud of. Imagine several of her opponents will be glad that 4 years of eligibility is up.
Back to serve is Gabrielle Shipe. As we mentioned, she's been fantastic in the back row, and now she gets a service ace as her first ace of the day, and it is Radford's fourth. I'm sorry, Liberty's fourth. Another bad set. That's 2 bad sets by Jenna Braden. And right now, Liberty on a run.
It's really a tough break. Again, Liberty's really targeting James, who's her outside hitter, trying to make her pass and play the front row.
And they're really trying to make her work. Wachecki out of the back row jumped too soon, and Marcy Jenkins wants the timeout as her team trails 8-2 here in the second set. And you just look at the expressions from Radford. They were going so well when they were ahead 16-10 in that second set. That 11-1 run, I think, did more for the psyche against Radford than maybe it did even for Liberty.
Yeah, they were just, you know, last night we even mentioned how much they were celebrating and having a good time, and we just haven't seen as much of that today, and they just haven't been able to get 2 or 3 in a row. So
it's another 4-0 run for Liberty, and that'll give us a chance to tell you about the Big South online store. Fans, be sure to visit BigSouthSports.com and check out the league's online store with the very best variety of Big South merchandise anywhere. Gear up with officially licensed apparel from all Big South schools, watch for new products, and even order gift certificates. All at Big South online store at BigSouthSports.com. Radford's made 3 errors over the last 4 points. They are currently hitting -375 in this set. 1 kill, 4 errors, and 8 swings. And obviously against Liberty, you can't afford to make hitting mistakes. And that is one of the reasons Liberty has been able to go on this 4-0 run and build an 8-2 lead. This is also the same rotation with Shipe serving. They went on that 11-0 run in the second set. So Shipe has not only been very good defensively, she's been outstanding from the service box.
Yeah, we've seen her back there a lot.
James gets the Highlanders out of that rotation. That'll bring Deininger back in. And will also bring in Megan McKenzie.
Well, this is a good front row there for Radford. Maybe they can get something going here.
On the slide is Rollins, and she's able to get the kill off the touch. Not sure if that ball was in or out, but once it was touched, it didn't matter. Craycraft will go back to serve. Liberty now with the attack percentage lead at 222 to 196. Remember, at the intermission, Radford was out hitting Liberty. That has changed because Liberty's hitting 400 in this set. Here's James again. Another kill. 2 kills for James. She now has a double-double with 10 kills and 11 digs. It's her 14th double-double of the year and her second of this Big South tournament.
I'd like to see her get on a little streak.
Savannah Burton back to serve. Burton has 5 digs in the match, but another hitting error. That's service error. That's 5 service errors for Radford in the match. Only 1 ace. Liberty has 3 errors and 4 aces. Douglas back to serve. This is Deininger. Good dig by Craycraft. Happel tipping right to James. Deininger again, dug by Shipe. Rollins. Wachecki blocks, but covered by James. James is doing a lot of work, and I think she may be getting tired.
Yeah, I think that fatigue is starting to show a little bit.
It is clear that Liberty is serving a lot at James, and they're also tipping at her a lot. She's getting a lot of digs. It's really making her work, and you can kind of see her with her hands on her knees. She's getting a lot of work. Deininger with the kill. Emma Deininger, the junior from Wallingford, Pennsylvania, gets her 5th kill.
Love to see that backside attack. She hits the ball from so high up in the air.
James back to serve. She's been busy. 10 kills, 12 digs, 2 blocks. Outside Happel. Catches the back line. And Lily Happel having a good match. Right now, things going well for the Flames. They're up 12-7. I'm sorry, 12-5. They're up by 7. Wachecki, big swing cross court for the kill. That's now 11 kills for Rachel Wachecki. But her attack percentage is at .088, 10 kills, 7 errors, and 34 swings.
She's really a fun player to watch.
Got 1 more year to see her. This is James out of the back row. Good dig by Douglas. Happel cross court, picked up by Jackson. Out of the back row, James again. Douglas just stopped. She was reaching, trying to dive, but she never dove. She just kind of stopped.
That was interesting setter's choice, I thought, going back to James there in the back row.
Tipped over by Craycraft. Nice dig by Jackson. Wachecki is blocked, covers herself. Cantrell gets it over the net. Now the back row is Douglas. Good dig again by Jackson. Joust to the net. Won by Braden. Liberty has 2 players that have fantastic numbers. As Happel has 9 kills, 1 error, and 23 swings, hitting .348. Kendall Rollins has 8 kills, no errors, and 11 swings. She's hitting .727. This is Happel again tipping. Burton there with the dig. This is Wachecki. That set was behind her, and it ends up being a block. She wasn't able to get outside enough to get in front of the attack.
Yeah, she was backpedaling, but had to kind of stop mid-stride.
Becca Hara back to serve at 13-8. Outside for Wachecki. Dug by Scheib. Here's Craycraft. She hit it out. Craycraft doesn't make a lot of hitting errors, but she took a chance there on a sharp angle.
Well, in some ways, she's probably got a better view of the court than a hitter who's taken a full approach. So
good watch by Scheib as that one sailed long. Gabrielle Scheib just seems to make that back row for Liberty very consistent.
Yeah, I just think I've gotten spoiled watching her. You just kind of expect the ball to be up and right in the setter's hands when she's back there.
Service ace for the Flames. Happel gets the ace, her 23rd of the year. Lily Happel having a good match. 9 kills, 7 digs, an ace, and a service error. Liberty has not trailed in this set. Back to serve is Rachel Wachecki, Big South Player of the Year. It's Douglas and Reynolds. Actually, that was Craycraft that got the swing. 6 kills now for Jade Craycraft.
Yeah, Radford's middle tried to get back up that second time to stop that second attack from the overpass, but just couldn't get there.
This has been the scoring rotation for Liberty. Outside, Douglas. Down the line and in. Radford, if Radford's going to come back and win this match, they've got to do something about this rotation. When Scheib is serving, James is the hitter in the front row. They're serving at James, really making her pass and hit. This time Jackson gets the pass, and James is blocked.
Yeah, you're right. I think they maybe need to key some of their other hitters and make those blockers move around a little bit.
Yeah, because they're stacked on James right now. There's only 2 hitters in the back row. They got to go to meet him as soon, or Wachecki out of the back row. And Wachecki gets the kill out of the back row. But Liberty scores 1 or 2 points in that rotation almost every time. And, of course, they had the 11 in that rotation as well. 18-11, third set, tied at a set apiece. That is 7 service errors for Radford, which wouldn't be a big deal if they were getting aces, but they only have 1 ace. Talk a lot about other broadcasts that coaches are usually okay if the aces and errors are even or close to even, but when there's a disparity with too many errors and not enough aces, that's when you really start to worry. Deininger picked up by Craycraft. This is Douglas, she's blocked. That is the 4th Radford block on the match, first of this set. And you can see Deininger getting over for the block.
Really nice job getting that inside hand on the ball.
Happel, down ball. Slide for Deininger, and another kill for Radford. Highlanders trying to at least gain some confidence. And that's a timeout called by Liberty. And Shane Pender doesn't want, and we talked about this in a couple of the matches yesterday, even though you feel like you're in good shape, you're up by 6, there's only 6 points to go to get the set, you don't want Radford to have momentum going into the next set. You want to make sure that they don't get any big runs, make the set interesting. You want to go ahead, win it, and move on and keep the momentum going to the next.
Yeah, they, you know, I don't know. This has just been an interesting match so far. I keep expecting Radford to kind of have a little run here, but just haven't seen that from them today. And Liberty's just playing solid volleyball. They just keep hammering away. Again, just to mention the service errors by Radford, that certainly hasn't helped them at all. So hopefully they can battle back.
Radford's last 3 losses have all been in 5 sets. So if they lose this set, we expect them to win set number 4. But one of those losses was to Liberty. And in the 9 losses for Radford, 6 of them have been in 5 sets. They have not lost a 3-set match all year. They're 12-0. Obviously, this won't go 3. They're 4-3 in 4-set matches and 7-6 in 5-set matches. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure they're at high levels. You know, Penn State went a whole year without losing a set one year. But to not lose a 3-set match all season at this level is pretty impressive.
It is very impressive.
But right now, it's Liberty that is trying to take control of this set and break Radford's heart yet again. 20-13, the Flames lead, and they're in the 3rd set. Wachecki gets the kill down the line. She's doing everything she can. She's got 13 kills, 9 digs, but she's hitting just 103. Getting a lot of swings, but her percentage isn't as high as Coach Jenkins would like for it to be. Outside for Happel. Another dig for James. She's got a ton of them. That's got to go back over, and it did. That's that strange rule where if the ball goes over outside the antenna and you can bring it back inside the antenna, which happened, that's a clean play despite the fact she went under the net to go play it.
Yeah, that's really I believe that's up for possible change this year. Seems like I just did a survey where that was in question.
Well, I can understand it being because you really don't want someone running under the net ever because it gets in the way. But if the ball goes outside the antenna and you can bring it back inside the antenna, it's clean play. But of course, volleyball rules change, as we know, fairly often.
Yeah.
Tipped down by Wachecki. Of course, this coming from 2 people that played side out to 15. Then saw the scoring go to 30, which was really odd.
You're really going to date me, aren't you?
No, I'm in the same boat. I was there with you. On the outside, Happel. Free ball across. Good block, but covered nicely. This is Happel again. And she fights it through the block. Liberty 3 points away from taking the lead in the match.
Happel's really been fun to watch today. You know, she doesn't look like the most big or the most powerful player that they've got, but she really, really is a great outside hitter.
That was going out, but it was touched. And another ace. That is 6 aces for Liberty. And that was a mistake.
Radford's had a little trouble on serve receive today, making some decisions.
Outside with Wachecki, trying to keep them close. 23-16.
Nice swing by her. Really did a good job of using that open line there.
Points running out here in the 3rd set for Radford. They've got to go on a run. On the slide, Babcock, dug by James. Wachecki with the swing, hit it out. Now set point for Liberty. And ever since that 11-0 run, the Flames have taken control of this match. They have 8 set points. They'll need one more as Cottrell puts it down. 5 kills for Savannah Cantrell. Wachecki back to serve. 15 kills, leading all hitters. Babcock again, roll shot, it's gonna fall, and that'll end set number 3 as the Liberty Flames take the set and a lead in the match, 2-1. Flames dropped the first set but have taken the last two. We'll go to break, come back with set number 4 between Radford and Liberty here on the Big South Network, presented by State Farm.
Leaders aren't born, they're made. And for 3 decades, the Big South Conference's focus has been the development of leaders in college athletics. In 30 years, we've seen national champions, All-Americans, Olympians, Sweet 16 berths, and top 25 rankings. But most of all, we've seen thousands of student athletes reach new heights in the classroom and in their communities. 30 years of developing leaders through athletics. That's the Big South Conference.
You didn't build wealth by doing it like everyone else. You've seen opportunities where others haven't. Put in the hours that others wouldn't, arriving at the next level sooner than you ever imagined. This is where the right relationship makes all the difference. At BB&T Wealth, we share financial knowledge to help you make the best decisions, offering financial planning, investment management, and objective advice, all tailored to your goals, your life, your journey. BB&T Wealth, sharing knowledge for a brighter direction.
Hello, beautiful. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hi, Anthony. How much does my discount double check save me?
About $150.
Done.
I don't have State Farm, but insurance, find me money.
I got you $1. Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you with unexpected savings. That's getting to a better state.
See your local State Farm agent to help you with unexpected savings.
Inside the Templeton Center, Everett Hutto and Dean Nichols with you. Liberty leading Radford 2-1. Radford took the opening set 25-21. Liberty has since come back, took the second 25-20 and the third 25-17. Flames hitting 218 on the match. Radford hitting 216. But it's really the serving that's the difference in the match right now. Liberty with 6 aces, only 4 service errors. Radford just 1 ace in 8 service errors. You're looking at about 9-point advantage for Liberty just from the service box.
Yeah, that's, I think, been Radford's Achilles heel today.
We asked you our trivia question. What are the 4 schools in the Big South that have winning records in Big South tournament play? We gave you a hint in that you're watching 2 of them. Liberty is 36-15 all-time. Radford 24-23. Coastal Carolina is 26-23. We'll see them in our second semifinal. And the 4th school to that list is Winthrop at 27-22, although they lost yesterday's quarterfinal. So it's Liberty, Radford, Coastal Carolina, and Winthrop, 4 of the oldest Big South members. And they are the only 4 schools with winning records in Big South volleyball tournament history. And if you guessed that Radford was the only school in the conference to have played in all 27 Big South championships, you would also be correct. Starting set number 4, and Radford with the serve. Apple gets the first set, tips it, and the Highlanders run the slide, and Deininger hits it out. So Liberty takes the first point of set number 4. Lily Apple will go back to serve. Apple's having a big match, 11 kills, 7 digs. She's hitting .357. Deininger blocked by Babcock and Douglas. We talked about it a little bit. Talked about Radford's depth, how they were changing. Shane Penders brought Babcock in while McQuittery struggled a little bit in the first set and a half. And she hasn't missed a beat, and that's replacing an all-freshman player.
Yeah, again, it's just great to have that kind of depth, especially somebody who can come in a conference tournament late in the season and really just be able to fill that starter's shoes.
Braden back to serve. Back row swing for Happel, and it's 4 hits that never cleared the net. So we're tied at 2 apiece here in set number 4. We mentioned Radford goes to 5 sets a lot, 13 times this year. In contrast, Liberty's only played 4 5-set matches this season. Tipped by Craycraft. And she'll get the kill. Jade Craycraft picks up her 7th kill. It's actually fairly interesting. It shows you that Liberty would really like to win this set. Liberty's just 1-3 in 5-set matches this year. I mentioned there haven't been a lot of them. Bradford, on the other hand, 7-6, have played considerably more 5-set matches. And we're looking at Rachel Wachecki's hand right now, and obviously that's a loss that Radford could not afford. And it looks like, obviously, a thumb injury, something going on.
Hopefully something some tape can fix.
And that's going to be the first thing they're going to try. Radford athletic training staff. She'll take a look at Shane Pender looking on and his coaching staff. Yeah, obviously Rachel Wachecki, Big South Player of the Year. Not somebody Radford can afford to lose down 2-1, but also a player that's not likely to come out of the game for a simple thing like a thumb. So she's got it taped up. Good news for her is it's her left thumb. She's right-handed. And this is Scheib to serve. Set goes outside for James. She gets the kill. Cheyenne James now with 12 kills. And Radford ties it up here in the 4th set. James back to serve, 12 kills, 13 digs on the match. She's hitting .226. Flames go outside for Douglas. James another dig. Free ball coming. Flames have 2 hitters. They run the slide to Reynolds. Kendall Reynolds having a huge game for Liberty. Give you her numbers because they're a bit on the video game side. 9 kills, 0 errors, 12 attacks. She's hitting .750. .750.
Wow. So that's the way to start your Big South Conference volleyball stats.
Yeah.
Tournament stats, that is.
To give you some idea, you know, the team's hitting .217. She's hitting .750. No big deal. She also has a couple of blocks. She and Happel leading the Flames offensively. Rachel Wachecki leading Radford offensively, as she has all season long. It's 15 kills for her. Only problem for Wachecki is she has made 9 hitting errors.
Yeah, I don't think her thumb was bothering her any on that.
Not that hand.
Nope.
So that is a left-hand injury. 44 swings for Rachel Wachecki in the match, hitting .159, but service errors are really costing Radford. It's the 9th service error, and again, they only have 1 ace.
That can be such a momentum changer.
And it just keeps them from being able. You talked about how they can't get 2 or 3 points in a row. Well, if you serve out, it's hard to get points in a row. This is Wachecki again. Another big swing, another kill. Rachel Wachecki doing everything she can do. Emma Warblecki back in. Set goes outside for Happel. Roll shot. Warblecki with the dig. It's amazing that Wachecki can even swing at that ball. Big swing by Reynolds, but a nice dig. Happel again. Missed it. But she got a touch. Say Braden touched it going by. It's a big call.
Radford had some great digs during that rally.
They really did. Didn't see who got the dig from Kendall Rollins' attack. I think it was Warblecki.
I think you're right.
But holy cow, that had some steam on it. Outside for Wachecki. Happel is blocked by Braden and Cantrell. So a big block for Radford. Keep it tied 6 apiece.
Nice job deflecting that, keeping it in the court.
Wachecki back to serve again. Still looking for that 10th dig. She's been stuck on 9 digs for a while. If she gets another one, it'll be a double-double. And a kill out of the back row by Douglas. Cantrell just not wide enough on the hands on that block.
Yeah, needed to widen those arms and spread those fingers.
Becca Harif back into serve. Back row for Wachecki. I'm telling you, I'm not so worried about her thumb. I'm more worried about her shoulder after tonight. She's going to have to ice that thing. She's had 49 swings.
Wow.
The team has had 125, so she's more than a third of their swings. Happel tipping down the line and catches the corner. And Marcy Jenkins thinks that's a throw, but I don't think it is. It's a good play by Happel. The next swing by Rachel Wachecki will be her 50th. This one's going to go to Emma Deininger, and she gets a touch. We side out volleyball we go, 8-8. Neither team's been able to go on a run yet here in the fourth set. Tipped by Craycraft and another kill.
I tell you, that middle really is going to have to honor that setter on the other side when she's in the front row. Can't leave her alone.
Craycraft with 8 kills, hitting .316. A fortunate serve, and that's Shipe again. Got to see how many service aces Gabrielle Shipe has today. On the outside, this is James getting the kill. Shipe has 4 service aces by herself today. And she is scoring a ton of points for Liberty in the rotation where she's serving.
How often is the libero the high scorer?
Well, she's still not the high scorer because Happel has, 13 kills. But from the service point, if you're counting points off serve, certainly she is.
Yeah, impressive.
I mean, anytime you can get an 11-0 run, I mean, that's going to give you quite an advantage. 11-9 the score, now Flames by 2. Craycraft back to serve. Backside, Niedema. And I think that's really what Radford has to do more of. Wachecki can't get 50 or 60 swings in this match. They need to get Niedema more involved, Deininger more involved, and even Cantrell more involved.
Yeah, the last few times it seems like they rotate out as soon as they get a kill.
Outside, Douglas picked up by Braden. This is Wachecki. That's her 50th attack today. This is Douglas again. James with another dig. She's got a boatload of those. And Kendall Rollins has a bunch of kills. Rollins having a big day for the Liberty Flames. She has 10 kills, 14 swings, still hasn't made an error, hitting .714. That's a bad, questionable set. We play on. Happel tips. Braden the dig. Wachecki. Another swing, another kill.
And who hit that?
Who else gets to swing on that side? 19 kills for Rachel Wachecki in 51 swings. She scored 19 points for Radford and a service ace by Warblicki. Just the second ace for Radford. But that one came at a big time because Liberty was starting to get some momentum. Now Radford's evened it up. Big swing from Lily Happel.
looks like the blockers were in position. I don't know if she just got the ball up and over them before they got up.
Wachecki again. That's 20 kills for Rachel Wachecki. You see why she's the Big South Player of the Year, don't you?
Absolutely. Wasn't hard to pick that one.
20 kills in the match, and I hate to say it, but we're only halfway through the fourth set. If this thing goes 5, she's got a legitimate shot at 30. Service error there. Out by James. And now Harris back to serve. She serves into the net. Jackson back to serve for the Highlanders. She serves short. Into the middle. Babcock blocked by Deininger. And Radford, this set has been, I don't think anyone's had more than a 2-point lead in this set at all.
There's that enthusiasm that we've been waiting for all day.
Outside Happel. Big swing. Nice dig that time by Jackson. Wachecki hit the changeup. She got the changeup. That is absolutely not the swing she wanted, but it worked out for her beautifully, and that's her 21st kill.
Tell you what, talk about the magic touch.
Back to serve again. And that's going to go to Liberty. One of those points where team players were just kind of standing around waiting for the official to make the call. Rachel Wachecki has had a match this year with over 25 kills. And she hits it off the block there. She's got 22 right now. Wachecki has 22 kills, getting close to a season high. She had one match this year with over 25. And a good swing by Craycraft to get Liberty tied up at 17.
Tell you, that second attack, it's just lethal.
But here is Liberty's rotation. Shipe serving. She has 4 aces today. Miedema can't get him out of it. Outside, Douglas. Great dig by Wachecki. That's double figures for her. James blocked. And this is the scoring rotation for Liberty. And it's coming at a big time. Why does that always happen? Your best rotation always comes at the end of a set. If you're a winning team, it seems. Side, James gets them out of the rotation, and they didn't fall behind. It's still 18-18.
Seems like for James today, almost every time she's gotten a kill, she's headed to the back row.
Outside for Douglas, roll shot. And that just catches the line. And Deininger with another kill.
It was a nice push there by her, using that corner.
And this rotation for Radford was very good yesterday. Hasn't been quite as effective today, but James trying to make it pay. Here's Rollins on the slide. She's having a big day as well.
It's really exciting to see a freshman come in and get some playing time here in the conference tournament and maybe haven't seen her a whole lot this year.
This is Craycraft back to serve. And she puts it down.
That was really well played.
This is Deininger back to serve. Hit by Craycraft, and she can't. There's a mistake for Liberty. Craycraft had that dig, and her teammates didn't help her out. Now Radford's 4 points away from evening this match and sending us to 5.
It's a tough break there for Liberty.
Timeout called. And thanks to some help from our crew, we were able to hunt down Rachel Wachecki's season high. She had 27 27 kills at UNC Asheville just last Saturday on November the 16th. So she has 22 in this match. She's 5 away from a season high, and she's had over 50 swings today. It's just an incredible amount of swings by one player.
Yeah, you know, you would think with someone getting that many repetitions, another team would load up a block on her or find a way to stop her. But I tell you, she's really found the holes today. And like we said yesterday, she just always seems to find the ball and finds a way to put it down.
And she has really helped Radford back because she doesn't have any attacking errors in this set. Radford's hitting 400 in this set. Liberty's hitting very well as well, 346. But you're looking at a team that was hitting in the low 200s for the first 3 sets, now hitting 400 in this set, and a lot of it is Wachecki. 27 kills at UNC Asheville, a season high for her. And if we go to 5, she's got a real chance to match that. She has 55 swings, 22 kills, 9 errors, 55 swings, hitting 236. Also has 11 digs. It's her 20th double-double of the season, which is the most in the Big South Conference this year.
Deininger's done a good job of picking up some key points. Again, it just seems like most of the points they've had, they rotate to the back row.
Outside for Douglas. She's blocked by Miedema and Cantrell, and now Radford is gaining some of the momentum. 22-19. 3 points away are the Highlanders from sending us to a 5th set. Tipped over by Craycraft. Good dig that time by Deininger. And Radford is out of subs, which is why Deininger's in the game right now. And that forces a timeout by Coach Shane Pinder at 23-19. You see some of the Radford fans cheering their Highlanders.
Well, kudos to Radford for just persevering. I tell you, when they left for the intermission, I wouldn't have guessed that they could have come back like this in this set. But they've really shown what they're made of.
Individually, Rachel Wachecki leading all attackers with 22 kills, 11 digs. Cheyenne James has 14 kills, 16 digs. She also has a double-double. Deininger's getting close to double figures with 9 kills. She's hitting 353. Cantrell and Miedema have 6 kills each for Radford. For Liberty, Lily Happel has 15 kills and 8 digs. She's hitting 316. Kendall Rollins has 11 kills and is hitting 733. Hasn't made an error yet today. Jake Craycraft getting close to a triple-double, has 10 kills, 33 assists, and 7 digs. She also has 5 blocks. Carolyn Douglas has 7 kills, also 7 errors. She's hitting 0. McQuittery had 3 kills, but has been out for the last couple sets. And Babcock has 2 kills for the Flames. Statistically very even, and Radford trying to make the scoreboard even as well if they can finish off this set. Overpass, tap down. I believe that's Wachecki again. That'll be 23 for her. Set point for Radford. And that's going to sail out. Not the worst in the world. Coaches don't really like service errors on set point, but when you've got 4 more of them to play with.
I'd say if you're going to have a service error, out is better than in the net.
Yes. At least they get a chance to play it if it's out.
Right.
Wojcicki finishes off. 25-20 Radford. And we go to the 5th set. We're going to hold it here because this is going to start fairly quickly, I believe.
Pretty fitting that she had the last kill of the set.
Actually, we will go to a quick break. We've got 3 minutes before we start set 5. So we'll take our final break. Radford and Liberty are going to the 5th set. You're watching the Big South Network presented by State Farm.
There's a place where past vacation memories are talked about and shared for a lifetime, where new experiences never disappoint, and where the only thing better than visiting is coming back again. Visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 60 miles of picture-perfect beach line will take your breath away, but leave your wallet happy, because you shouldn't have to sacrifice on your family vacation. Visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Experience so much more for so much less, and leave with memories to last a lifetime.
Now you can get the taste of buffalo wings without going to a buffalo wing place.
What?
Hand-breaded buffalo chicken tenders, new at Hardee's.
Everett Hutto and Dee Nichols back with you here at Templeton Center on the campus of Presbyterian College. Yesterday, we only had one match go more than 3 sets. Today, we're going 5 for the first time in the Big South Tournament, presented by Musco Lighting. Radford took the opening set 25-21. Liberty took the middle sets 25-20 and 25-17, but Radford able to come back. They win in set 4 25-20, and Rachel Wojcicki has 23 kills to lead the Highlanders, and leading all players really. Radford has 2 players in double figures. Liberty has 3 players in double figures, being led by Lily Happel. Highlanders are hitting 264, Flames hitting 233. And Dee, in that, it looked like Wojcicki just putting the Highlanders on her back, but she did get help from Deininger and Cantrell in that set to help kind of ease the burden a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's going to be important to, I mean, even though Wojcicki clearly is doing okay on her own, still need to have some other options. And, you know, I would say the blocking is going to be another big thing. You know, Liberty's got 2 really strong outside hitters, and you've got to be able to key on them and really keep them quiet.
Blocking so far in the match is fairly even. Liberty with 8 blocks, Radford with 7. Teams have returned to the court. Remember, we will switch at 8 points. The set is to 15. We'll switch at 8. We'll start with Liberty on the right side, Radford on the left. And we mentioned before, Radford has been in this situation before. 13 times they have gone to a 5th set. They are 7-6. Liberty's only been in the 5th set 4 times, and they're 1-3. Jackson to serve for the Highlanders. That goes outside for Happel. She tips. James gets the dig. Back row for Wojcicki, and she hit it out. And that's something she did not do in the 4th set, was make a hitting error.
Again, Liberty forcing James to play defense there.
Good pass by Wojcicki. James gets the attack. Good dig by Harrop. But Radford gets the point. And we're tied at 1. James able to finish off the overpass.
Deininger working hard to get them pumped up there.
Deininger does that. She's first-team All-Big South selection, All-Academic Team and Scholar Athlete of the Year. Second in the Big South in blocks as we wait for them to clean up some sweat on the floor. And as the matches go on, and obviously the players sweat more when they dive to the floor, they've got to take some time to clean it up. back row, swing for Happel. Big dig that time by Braden. James has to come way inside for the set. Scheidt the dig. Craycraft is blocked by Deininger. You mentioned it earlier that Deininger had to respect Jay Craycraft. She was all over that one.
Yeah, I believe Deininger was watching her feet. You could almost tell she was ready to attack that time. I think she gave it away.
To Rollins, a roll shot, or excuse me, that's Babcock. Says Wachecki out of the back row. Covers herself. James. Dug by Harris. Douglas picked up by Wachecki. In the middle, Deininger puts it down, and Radford with a 3-1 lead.
Wow, that was a huge, huge attack there from the middle. Really, really nice cut.
I still think we should do a highlight reel of just Deininger celebrations.
That would make everyone smile.
Except maybe her. Outside for Douglas. Dug by Wachecki. James is going to get another swing. She's blocked, covered by Miedema, and James hits it into the net. And in that case, might be one of those times it's just better to keep the play alive. Like you said, hitting into the net's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, she really didn't have a chance to get back out on that ball. And again, just to mention the fatigue factor.
Gabriella Scheidt serves long, and Radford takes a deep breath, or they can exhale, because that is the scoring rotation that's been Liberty's best so far today. And they get out of it without having to do anything. On the slide, Rollins having a tremendous night. 12 kills and hitting over 700.
I'm not sure. It looked like it came off the top of the block.
Yeah, it definitely took a deflection. I think even if it landed out, it was off the touch. Craycraft back to serve. Middle, Deininger. Emma Deininger having an influence here in the fifth set. Savannah Cantrell checks in for her.
Well, and that speaks well for Radford's serve receive. For them, you know, if they're getting those middle attacks again and again, it means they're putting the ball right in the setter's hands.
Liberty out of system, has to free ball it short. Miedema with the pass, she'll get it back. Another dig for Scheidt, another swing for Wachecki, dug by Happel. Happel will push it into the corner. Wachecki missed it. She's asking for a touch, but that was hit way too high. 5-4 the score as Douglas goes back to serve. To the middle. That was Cantrell. This is Miedema. Scheidt another dig. On the slide. That's Race, and that might be the first kill for Melissa Race today. She had been taken out of the game and hadn't played the last couple sets. Coach Pender puts her back in here in the fifth set, and she gets her first kill of the match. Wachecki blocked, and Liberty takes the lead at 6-5.
She had a chance there. She had a solo blocker, but she just, I believe that was Race out there.
I think that's Race again. Race has a kill and a block in this set after not playing in the fourth set. James out of the back row into the block again. Back-to-back blocks for Liberty. And they're ahead 7-5.
I tell you, they're putting up that triple block every time on that back row attack. That's tough. Got to either roll that over it or somehow try to hit a corner around it.
Marcy Jenkins calls timeout as Liberty's on a 4-0 run. And right now it's the Flames hitting 111 in this set while Radford's hitting minus 118 in this set. Radford has committed 27 hitting errors in the match, and in the sets they win are the ones that where they're limiting those errors. And I mean, obviously the block is a forced error, but when Radford's going well, keeping the ball in play, not running into those mistakes, when they struggle, it's because of the errors.
Yeah, well, they slowed Wachecki down, I believe, that last part of that set. So that's been kind of been their answer today.
Liberty has 10.5 blocks now. Back-to-back blocks in this set, so they have 2 in this set. We mentioned Shipe earlier. She has 21 digs to lead all players. She also has 4 service aces. Liberty has 7 aces in the match to just 2 for Radford. Flames serving with a 2-point lead. Remember, we switch at 8. Rollins tips, easy dig for Braden. Wachecki from the 3-meter line. Shipe with the dig. This is Happel, and she hit it out. And Liberty pretty convinced there was a touch. They're not going to get one. So Radford gets the point. RUvLUBST comes back in to serve. Outside for Happel. Don't think that ever cleared the tape. It did not. We're tied at 7. So what we know is that we will switch sides on the next point. What we don't know is who will have the lead. As you look at the freshman from Irvine, California. Overpass. Wachecki gives Radford the 8-7 lead at the side change. We'll switch sides. Radford leading 8-7. Not much separating the teams here in the 5th set. Not a whole lot separating these teams in any regard.
Now, it's a nice way to finish a half of a set before you switch sides with an overpass and a kill.
It makes you feel better to get that to be the first one to 8. Even if it's 8-7, it just makes you feel better. RUvLUBST still serving. On the slide, race, dug by Jackson. Wachecki covered by Jackson and tapped down into an over. They called Kendall Rollins on an over, and Shane Pender doesn't like it at all. And he's going to call timeout. And I think he's calling a timeout just so he can argue with the official. He has no intention of talking to his team right now. He simply wants to talk to the official. You know, coaches do that. Sometimes you just need a chance. You just need, 30 seconds to talk to the official and then go back and talk to your team. So Radford leading 9-7 here in the 5th set. Remember, it's only to 15. It is a 4-0 Radford run, answering the 4-0 run by Liberty a moment ago. And like we said, sometimes you win matches, sometimes you lose matches. Both teams are hitting in the negative right now. And so it's right now the advantage is who's just making the fewest errors. But that was a big call on the over call because that was a tap down for Kendall Rollins. And that goes as her first hitting error of the match. You see Radford break the huddle.
A lot of smiles on that bench.
They are trying to end a 2-year run of Liberty being the conference champion. And more importantly, they're trying to end a personal frustration against the Flames. On the slide, Race gets the kill. And Race has come back in and been a factor. I mean, the numbers aren't great, but she's gotten 2 kills here in the 5th set and a block, so she's accounted for 3 of the 8 Liberty points. Wachecki's blocked, and there's another block by Race and Babcock. We're tied at 9.
Nice job getting that block up.
9-9 here in the 5th set. Into the middle, Cantrell. Good dig by Harrop. And the kill and Liberty retakes the lead. This has been a set of runs. We had a 4-0 Liberty run, a 4-0 Radford run, now Liberty on another 3-0 run. And the Flames have gained the advantage at 10-9.
This is the only set that we've had those runs, so.
Yeah, in the fourth set, it was pretty much side out, we win. Another kill for Wojcicki. That's 25 for her. We're tied at 10. Remember, her season high is 27 against UNC Asheville. Don't know what the tournament record is. We're going to have to look that up here in a minute. Wojcicki back to serve. 10-10. Games to 5. Happel gets the kill. 17 kills for Lily Happel. This is James, roll shot cross court. Happel the dig, go back to Happel. Dug by Jackson. Free ball across. 2 hitters for Liberty. They go out to Happel. She's blocked but covered by Scheib. On the slide, Babcock, dug by Braden. Tight set. James has to just push it over. Again, Happel. Another dig for Wojcicki. James into the block. Got to go over. It does. Craycraft block. Wow. That could possibly be the rally that changes the momentum.
And, you know, it really wasn't even a strong offensive rally there for Radford. They just kept digging every ball that came over. Really, really shows some effort and perseverance there.
Wojcicki had a huge dig, and James did a nice job of keeping a block alive. 11-11. Outside, Happel. Another dig for Wojcicki. On the slide, Deininger puts it away. Radford takes the lead at 12-11.
Deininger did a good job of kind of taking a stutter step there, waiting on that ball to come down. Really able to precisely hit it down the line. Well played.
Short serve. Flames go back to Happel. She's blocked but covered by Harris. She'll get another chance. This time she puts it down. It can't get any closer. 12-12 in a set to 15. 15 may not be enough the way we're going. Lily Happel has 18 kills and 11 digs. Another double-double for her. Deininger on the slide, tipping it deep and out. Just out. And Scheib followed it all the way to the line.
Yeah, that was a good look by Deininger, but...
Now Liberty with the advantage of 13-12. Outside, James blocked but covered by Jackson. This is Wojcicki out of the back row. Great dig by Scheib. Happel. Great dig by Wojcicki. James, a roll shot. Happel, or that's Douglas with the kill. And it's now match point for the Liberty Flames. Timeout called by Marcy Jenkins. As you see Douglas get the kill cross court.
Douglas has been fairly quiet today, you know, but she's come through with some big swings like that one, able to make a nice cut, get the ball down.
She's actually had a pretty rough day. 8 kills, 7 errors. She's hitting just .026, but that kill is arguably the most important of the match right now because it gives you the 2-point lead. So what that means is even if Radford wins this next point, Liberty can win on a side out instead of having to win on a point off serve.
And who is back to serve?
Happel, I believe.
Okay.
If I'm not, was that scored on serve?
Yeah,
Then Happel was serving. Happel, 18 kills, 11 digs, hitting .255. Having a great match for the Flames. Wojcicki, 25 kills, 16 digs, hitting .179. She has 4 hitting errors in this set. And right now, Liberty hitting .074 in the set. Radford hitting -033. It goes without saying, but Radford has to have a side out on this ball. The Flames return to the court. Happel to serve. Radford has Braden, Deininger, and James in the front row. And the back row option of Wojciecki if they need it. Lily Happel, the senior, trying to go to another final. Slide for Deininger. She puts it down. That's a big swing.
Really big
for
swing.
Emma Deininger.
She's just so long and lean, and that arm just got a great snap.
It is still match point for Liberty. They can win it on a side out. Douglas for the match. Not yet. The block by Radford ties us at 14.
Wow, just a textbook block there on the outside.
So Radford staves off 2 match points. And the Highlanders are excited on that bench.
It's the pants.
Yeah, it might be the pants. I'm not sure they're hearing a word Marcy Jenkins is saying. 14 all. 3 Highlanders in double figures. Wojciecki with 15, with 25. James with 15, Deininger with 13. Also 3 Flames in double figures. Happel with 8, Rollins with 12, and Craycraft with 10.
Deininger really having some key plays here on those last few points to get Radford back in the game.
She really has, and obviously that swing was extremely important. 14 apiece. You have to win by 2, so 15 will not be enough here in the 5th set. Remember, we still got another match to go when this one's done. Douglas in set match point number 3 coming for Liberty. And look who's going back to serve for the Flames. Gabrielle Scheidt has scored more points from the service line than anyone tonight. She needs 1 more. Deininger. Craycraft to dig, gets it back over. Another chance for the Highlanders to tie with James, and they do. 15 apiece. Now James goes back to serve. As we mentioned, this has been a good scoring rotation for Radford today. 15 apiece in the 5th set. Bad pass, a hustle down. Scheidt gets it over. Great hustle by Liberty. Deininger. Oh, what a play by Scheidt to track it down and get it back over the net. And then the miss hit gives Liberty match point number 4. That should have been a point for Radford.
Yeah, it's a tough break. I think she was set a little bit off the net and hit it too late.
Outside, Wojciecki kept alive, pushed over. This is Wojciecki again into the block and gets it through. 26 kills for Rachel Wojciecki. Marcy Jenkins arguing that Liberty had 4 hits on their side, but it doesn't matter. Radford got the point. And Deininger back to serve, 16 apiece. Another bad pass. This is going to be Happel free balling it across. 2 hitters for Radford. They'll go to Wojciecki. Of course they will. 27 kills for Rachel Wojciecki.
Really a smart free ball there, though, that Liberty played, hitting it right to that setter, taking her out of the offense there.
Wojciecki has tied her season high of 27. Radford has its first match point. Free ball over again. Chance for the Highlanders to win it right now. No. Radford gets the block.
Is that Race out there on the right side?
It is. Race and Craycraft combined. Look at the Liberty bench in the background. 17 apiece. The match that won't end. Outside, Wojciecki hit it into the net. the 5th match point for Liberty. And back to serve is Carolyn Douglas. Right side, Miedema, the big swing. Tied up again.
That was big right there. Haven't heard much from her today, but need it when it counts.
I don't know what the conference record for most swings in a tournament match is, but Rachel Wachecki swung at 72 balls this day. As service ace gives Radford match point number 2. The Highlanders have staved off 5 match points. This is their 2nd. Warblecki to serve for the match. Outside, Happel. Dug by James. Wachecki, swing number 73 is a roll shot. Dug by Shipe. Highlanders have a chance to win it. No. Race again denies Radford. 19 apiece.
That's really a big block to hit around.
Race has 4 blocks in this set after being benched and not playing in set number 4. Rollins to serve. Back into the middle. Cantrell puts it down. This is the 3rd match point for the Highlanders as you look at Savannah Cantrell.
Cantrell's another one. She's had some big points today. Did a good job hitting right there over a double block.
It's her 8th kill in the match. Rachel Wachecki, 27 kills, 74 attacks, hitting 149. Serving to put Radford in the final, and it's a service ace. The Highlanders have knocked off the Flames. We will have a new champion in 2013.
What an amazing comeback and effort there from Radford. Liberty's Happel, she's got a lot to be proud of today.
Lily Happel, one of the seniors for Liberty, plays in her final match. She has 2 conference championships in her career. Today, she became the 12th member of Liberty's 1,000 kill, 1,000 point club. And we're trying to get her final match numbers. But it's a double-double. Not really the time for your stats to freeze up, but, you know, we're working our way through it. But talking about Happel, a tremendous career for her, along with Jay Craycraft, who a first-team All-Big South selection, and Kendall Rollins, who had a terrific match, hitting over 700. Those are the 3 seniors that started for Liberty, and they had obviously tremendous careers going to the conference final in 3 of their 4 years and winning 2 championships. But today is the day for Radford, coming back from 2 sets to 1 down. They fought off 5 match points, and they win it with their leader, Rachel Wachecki, getting 27 kills and a service ace to end the match. And she is our Hardy's player of the game. 27 kills, 149 attack percentage, 16 digs, and the service ace on match point to send the Highlanders to what will be their 9th finals appearance Sunday, and a big and well-deserved hug for our Hardy's player of the match. For our entire crew here at Presbyterian, for Dean Nichols, I'm Everett Hutzo. We're going to take a 30-minute break, come back with a match we can only hope is as good as that one. High Point and Coastal Carolina coming up next on the Big South Network, presented by State Farm.